just a little test. How long this is going to last if it gets windy. Tunnel barn, drawn peg 13. Doesn't mean anything to me. Bit worried about the position of the camera because it's up quite high, so I'm worried about it toppling over in the wind. If it gets windy, it's coming down, but we'll see how we go. Try to get it out of the way as much as possible. We're about 5 minutes before the off. Not going to be in the way, well, that's the whistle anyway. So we'll see what happens. There we go. Is that us? I don't think that was us. There's about 5 different matches on here today. Was that us? Huh. I'll make it 10:30. Do you reckon that was us? Yeah, I do, yeah. Good start, isn't it? Nobody knows. Nobody knows whether we're off or not. Literally going to start here. But that's not sitting right for starters. I don't know why. I see another shot coming on here. I don't quite know why that's not sitting right. Okay. Come off the mark a little bit, that's why. Thought I was going mad. Might have to shorten my line actually. Just wanted to keep it nice and short to start with. Definitely got to shorten my line. A little stuffy or skimmer, I think. It's a little bit more positive. I'll get a better bite. I think I felt that rig was a little bit too light for what it was doing. Better. Suddenly felt more like it. Oh, you little bugger. Come on, look. No, he hasn't. Right. I think I might be taking an early punt on feeding some maggots because it's that mild that I just fancy it, you know. I'm going to flick a few out there. I can see a lot of little fish there, but we'll see what happens. It's a little bit too far. Might be a case that pellets would be better. Looking at the amount of small fish topping, so we're going to see what happens. But if we can carry on catching down here. That's one of them big old F1s. Little fucker. A bit awkward with that. Excuse my French. I've got to stop swearing. I'm going to give that soup. That was very silly. I just fed far too fast where I wanted to be. Let's put the cup back on. Just going to keep a little eye on that because I'm not going to feed loads of maggots. Just going to keep dropping a few in, see what happens. Move that roller back a bit, I think, because I'm going to ruin the end of my bowl. So we're getting feeding right now. Let's get better. Right, that's what we want to do. Hold it up a bit. I'll get it right now rather than later. Bit of a poor start from my point of view here at the moment. Missing bites. I just don't feel what I'm doing at the moment is quite right. So we'll try again. See if this slower fall is a little bit more positive. I'll get a better bite. I think I felt that rig was a little bit too light for what it was doing. Better. Suddenly felt more like it. You little bugger, done my hook. No, he hasn't. Right. I think I might be taking an early punt on feeding some maggots because it's that mild that I just fancy it, you know. I'm going to flick a few out there. I can see a lot of little fish there, but we'll see what happens. It's a little bit too far. Might be a case that pellets would be better. Looking at the amount of small fish topping, so we're going to see what happens. But if we can carry on catching down here, that's one of them big old F1s. Little fucker. A bit awkward with that. Excuse my French. I've got to stop swearing. I'm going to give that soup. That was very silly. I just fed far too fast where I wanted to be. Let's put the cup back on. Just going to keep a little eye on that because I'm not going to feed loads of maggots. Just going to keep plopping a few in, see what happens. Behind already. There's these little stocky things. Just want to see where he's hooked. Top lip. Keep the camera on for a bit longer. I don't know if I'm going to be able to film the whole thing today because I think it's a bit awkward getting up and down this bank, but we'll see. Male ducks chasing the female ducks around at the moment. Just going to try putting that in slightly differently. I already feel like I should have fished a heavier float. That's what I think. Getting indications of things. I just feel like I'm not quite right at the moment. I'm just going to reclam it. Float over depth here. Change a little bit where I'm fishing just to see. Move that back shot again. Doesn't sit him right. There's definitely a lot of shit in the peg. They're the ones you want, and bigger ones. Now we're just going to move my back shot a bit. And we'll do that again. They are the ones you want. So you're going to put a few micros in this time. I'll get that feed as accurate as I can. Feed in there, somewhere else to go. I'll probably sign off in a little while, just save the old battery for a little bit till it gets a bit more interesting. Definitely a lot of little fish pimping. Maggots might not be the right thing. I wonder if our pellets might have been better here, but still, we'll see. I might have been sick of meat. Meat's been working really well. Everybody's been hammering it with meat. And I'm waiting for bites if they're decent fish, you know. Mate boy over the other side's doing really well, but he knows it. He fishes here all the time. He's got another good one on now. I'm going to try something. I'm going to try flicking it and holding it. Very slow start. Seems a little bit better now with the that rig now, bolt shot a bit better. I do feel still missing bites. I don't know whether that's because it's the rig's not quite right or just the way they are feeding. When you get one, they are hooked properly in the top bit. Missed the bite then. Yeah, so I'm definitely not seeing bites. That's for sure. That was foul hooked. Now I'm going to try laying it in this way. The shallow's up very sharply to my right, so just trying to get it right. Right, snake down there, excuse my friend. Going to give it a rest for a bit and I'll come back. Well, an update. I struggled really on short on meat and I threw some nuggets out and then started getting the odd one shallow now. So I'm probably just going to stick with it now. Getting plenty of bites. Keep me interested. Just getting the depth right. To be honest with you, they're a little bit up and down at the moment. Seem to come and go a little bit. And the wind tends to be dictating a little bit to what goes on. It's been a bit silly and look one and tried getting it in too quick. I wonder now if the miss. Hope you can hear me, right? Can you hear me? Just hope they don't bugger off as quick as they can. I'll take the catapult out because it's a little bit hit and miss with the wind. Put another section on, I think, because so we put it out, turn the camera on, of course don't get a bite. There we go. So there's definitely some fish to be caught shallow. They're not big, but I'm getting more fish, if you know what I mean. So we're just playing around a little bit with depth. I'm still feeding meat. I'm sort of see that the trouble is that the wind is getting that feed right. Might even go for a slow sinking rig. The thing is they're catching bigger fish opposite. Just snagging the peg just here. Buggers for going under your net. Now if we can keep it coming like that, then that'd be happy days. Just getting the depth right on this. The wind's making a right racket behind me. That's to start catapulting, I think, because show that up a bit, you know, missing a few bites. When they have it, they do have it. And try and get a bit short as we can, but we'll see what happens. Just a bit annoying with the wind. See, I'm feeding it going to the right too much. doesn't help. It's absolutely being a bit difficult. Right. Basically, messed it up a little bit today, if I'm honest. My fish meat short, and I've got a blinking terrible migraine halfway through the match. Literally, my head was banging, so I had to stop filming because the camera blew over twice. It got too windy and it was just too risky, so I had to put it away. Calm down a bit now. I ended up catching a few shallow, and I messed up a bit because I've caught short on meat and just wasn't quite right. I kept throwing maggots short, and of course I've gone out and started catching some shallow. I had a couple of big chunky F1s and I've stayed with it probably too long. You catch a few, then they go, keep feeding, then you'd think, right, I've had enough, then you go and catch one, so you carry on a bit longer. And I came in and back on meat for a little while, caught a few more. So I should have stayed on that the last 2 hours instead of trying to catch shallow. I think they got 120 odd pound. I don't think I've got it. I might just nudge 80 pounds, something like that. But that corner there, I only had one bite there. Weird. The wind's blowing in there and everything. But and a couple of swells there, got down there. Well, one bite, one foul look fish. Didn't really give it long enough, if I'm honest. But it shallows up very quickly. It's funny. There's no flat spots anywhere. I've also got a microphone that fell off somewhere. I'm trying to find that, and I can't find it anywhere. I've earned £168 one top, so that's going to win the match, I think. But it was a good day to learn. Basically, they're weighing in opposite over there now. Not allowed to follow the scales around, so I'm just see what he's got. He's definitely beaten me, for sure. But frustrating because the wind made it really difficult to feed properly shallow. They were definitely there, but you just couldn't feed it properly. It was really frustrating. So that's the way it is. We'll see what happens. See what I've got. I don't know. They've definitely caught a few opposite. He's had some big fish for sure. I had some right clunkers shallow, which made me stay with it. I think I needed to feed a little bit heavier shallow, and which I could have done because I had to pay for it, so it's a bit silly. Just sometimes I felt like I was putting too much in almost. Yeah, he's got 3 nets to weigh. I only got two and a bit. He definitely beat me. So yeah, it was a bit frustrating. Plus, my short meat rig line wasn't quite right. Definitely need to set up a strung and a bulk for doing that. And then shallow, I needed lots of different shallow rigs. Really, I didn't have enough set up, different depths, and edge really. But the edges here are terrible. They're so shallow. I think you've got to fish away from the edge. There's a little hole over there, but it's just so there's no flat spots all up and down. It's very difficult to find somewhere nice for the fish to settle. So you're going to hook them properly, and I think you're going to found too many fish fishing up against all that rubbish. So I think if I was to draw here again, I'd do the same, but do it better. Meat short and maggots or casters shallow. I think casters might have been better today, but we'll see. Anyway, I'll sign off for now. I've got to try and find this microphone. Hoping it hasn't dropped in. So I'm on my spare one. So I filmed a bit of it, so I put a bit of it up, but like I said, it was just too windy, so there we go. Anyway, I'm going to sign off for now, and I'll let you know how we get on. Bye for now.